What is up, guys? Team Yugi Fields here with another video. Today we're doing a new segment called Budget Brewsday. The basic concept is that we try and put a deck together for under $100. It's going to be a fun segment. I'm going to try and do this at least once a month. If it gets popular enough, maybe we'll do once a week. But right now it's looking like it's going to be once a month, Budget Brewsday. It'll probably come out on a Tuesday, hence the name. But before we start, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. It's significantly appreciated. Let's hop right into the deck profile. All right, so here is the deck profile. We're going to be looking at basically paleo frogs. That's all the deck really is. I will, at the end of the video, post a little portion that shows basically the breakdown of how much the deck costs. It's roughly $90, which isn't that bad if you're playing on a budget. If you don't want to spend more than $100, it's kind of the perfect range to kind of put yourself in. And that includes the main, side, and extra. It's not just like main and extra. There's a full side deck that's 15 cards, full extra deck that's 15 cards, and a 40-card deck. So I thought for under $100, you really can't go wrong here. It's a good start to get you acclimated into the current present state of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is kind of cool. So let's hop right into this. We have 3 Swap Frog, which is going to obviously be our big starter. And then 3 Dupe Frog. Getting the reprint in the Ice Barrier Structure deck was really nice. And obviously the Swap Frog reprint from, I think it's Dual Power or Dual Overload, whatever it is. Dual Overload is pretty nice too. Then we have 2 Ronin Totem, also a really good reprint from the Ice Barrier Structure deck. It's probably, you know, beneficial for you as a budget player to have those reprints. And then we have 3 Gamseel. Gamseel is obviously really, really good in this deck because you can add it back to your hand off of Toad, which is pretty crazy. Additionally, it's 2200 and Toad is 2200, so you can always tribute an opponent's monster and then crash into the Gamseel with your Totally Awesome, which is pretty good. And it just outs problem cards like Dragoon. That's like the big thing. You have to out the Dragoon. Moving on to the spell cards, though, because those are the only monsters we play. We have 3 Desires, 1 Call by the Grave, and 1 Scapegoat. This is the only spell cards that you need. Like, this is perfectly fine the way that it is, especially on a budget. Like I said, this isn't something where we're going super competitive. This is Budget Brewsday, guys. Budget Brewsday. Then for the trap cards, we, of course, have 3 Dynamiscus, 3 Canadia, and 3 Olenoids. Overall, pretty good selection. Nothing to really talk about there. It's just your 9 Paleos that you kind of want to play. And some other trap cards. We have 3 Compulse. Compulse is basically your substitute for Ice Dragon's Prison because it's too expensive for the budget deck. So you had to play something, and Compulse was the option. Then we have 3 Torrential Tribute, which Torrential is just... It's a crazy card. This card's really good against Drytron and Virtual World. Just a great card overall. You should definitely pick up a playset if you don't have it. Then we have 3 Heavy Storm Duster for more back row decks. We have this in the Olenoid, so you should be covered on all bases in that aspect, which is pretty good. Then 3 Trap Trick. In the video, like in the price breakdown, you'll see that some of the rarities aren't the same as I'm using in the actual deck. It's just because I don't have those rarities. So I went with rarities that I knew were worth less money. So the Trap Tricks, I priced out as the commons from the Machina Structure deck. And then we have 3 Solemn Strike. This card is just really, really good. If you're playing a trap deck, you should probably play Triple Strike just because of how strong it is. That is the main deck, though. We're going to hop on over to the extra deck now. Obviously, our 3 Toad. This getting the reprint was extremely helpful to anyone who's playing on a budget and wants to pick this deck up because now these are like $2.50 a copy, which is really, really good. So, can't complain there. Then we have an Opabinia and an Anomalocaris, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think one of each of these is fine. They're just extra cards that you can go into. You don't play them excessively. Then I play 1 Cat Shark. This card's just really, really good. You can double your Toad's attack, and then you can also beat over a Dragoon, which is pretty good. Then for the Link monsters, we play a Link Spider, a Link Karibo, and a Security Dragon. This is for your Scapegoat. These 2 are at least. The Link Spider, you can also use your Paleo monsters to link off too, which is kind of nice. Then some other Link 2s. We have a Miss Starboy and a Coral Anemone. These cards are really, really good in this deck. I wanted to play a second Miss Starboy. If you wanted to, you could cut the Cat Shark. You'd also save yourself like $1 on the deck list, but I think that the Cat Shark is pretty good. Then we play a Nightmare Phoenix and Unicorn, which were amazing reprints because now budget players can just have access to them. Then the Link 4s, we play a Borlow Dragon and a Boral Sword Dragon. This is also a really nice reprint to boost the deck's affordability. So that is the extra deck, though. We're going to hop on over to the side deck. Side deck, we have 3 Artifact Lancia. The Lancias are, I know, another card, and the Solemn Strikes are another card that I use different rarities on, just because I didn't have the rarities that I was, trying to portray as far as price goes. But Lancia is really good against a lot of the meta right now, so you kind of want to side deck that for sure. Then the rest is all traps, so I'm just going to go through them. Triple Judgment, which I think comboed with the Strike when you side it in is pretty powerful. 3, Transmigration Prophecy. This card is really good against a lot of graveyard decks, especially Drytron. This card is just absolutely nuts. You gotta play it. Then we have 3 Mission for the Gnomes for Virtual World, and additionally we have 2 Anti-Spell, which should be the commons from the Zombie Horde deck, and Imperial Order. This just gives you counters to spell-heavy decks, which is pretty important. But that is essentially the entire deck. Like I said, it's dirt cheap. I'm going to show at the end basically the price breakdown of the rarities that I selected to make the deck pretty cheap, which is nice. It's definitely fun to play, easy to play, something that you can toss together and definitely do decently at a locals with. I might bring it to one of my locals and see if I can actually do half decent, and if I do, then I'll obviously report it, but we'll see how that goes. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I know in the beginning of the video I said make sure you smash that subscribe button, so I'm sure all of you have already, so that's significantly appreciated. We have definitely been making that subscriber climb. I think we're at 623 at the time of recording, which is really, really awesome. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Like I said, give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below what you think. And if you want to see more budget Brewsdays, that's going to be a tongue twister for me, more budget Brewsdays, make sure you guys let me know as well, and let me know if there are any budget decks that you do want to see, because maybe I could toss them together and show them off. But for right now, this is Team Yugi Feels signing out.